The year was 2003, October 22nd, 2003. 20 years ago, my mom and my father take me to this movie theater called United Artists, Montana 8 in La Crescenta, California. And what I did not know, after after my both of my parents took me to go see the movie, my very first movie, Brother Bear, what I did not realize, my life was about to change forever. 20 years later, I saw 400 movies in total, and I decided to become a film critic, and this is who I am today. So, you guys are wondering what's my full thoughts on the first movie that I saw in theaters. Well, let's find out. Hey guys, it's my Putz Family here back again, and today I'm going to do a review on the very first movie that I ever saw in theaters, and that is Disney's Brother Bear. Came the year of 2003. So the base of what the plot of this movie is, it tells a story about this hunter named Keenan, played by the legendary actor Joaquin Phoenix. That basically him and his brothers were doing some hunting and all that, and then one day Joaquin, Keenan actually got this necklace thing of a bear called the Bear of Love, and then he doesn't know what it means, and unfortunately he felt so jealous of that he wants something better, and then after that Joaquin and Keenan and his friends um actually actually went into a bear, and for some reason the bear actually killed Keenan's brother, which was Shika, and then after that Keenan actually chased after the bear, and then after that the spirit bird lift him up into the sky, and he turned into a bear, and then later on in the movie, he actually met with this little bear named Coda, and then it's up to Joaquin, to and it's up to Keenan to find out how the Barrel of Love is all about, and that's basically what the plot is. And guys, now let me give you guys a backstory about this movie. I remember that on my actual birthday 20 years ago, my family actually took me to go see this movie, and I think you guys are wondering why. I thought this movie came out until November 1st. Well, unfortunately, guys, my local movie theater was doing like an early advance screening showing for this movie, and then after that, my mom and my dad took me to see this movie as the very first movie I ever saw in theaters. And yes, I was only 4 years old at the time, so I was basically a toddler when I saw this movie in theaters. And what can I say about? And I actually watched this movie yesterday for my 24th birthday for the special occasion. And what can I say about this movie? This movie is a classic. It's such a really great movie. Now let's get into the story. The story of this movie was actually really great. I kind of like how Joaquin Phoenix actually played Keenan in this movie, which I didn't know that Joaquin Phoenix actually played Keenan until like years later, after like years later, like in 2018 or 2019, when I went to go see the very first R-rated movie I saw by myself, which was Joker, aka one of Joaquin Phoenix's best R-rated movies he ever made, which I'm really excited for Joker 2 next year. And then and then the other thing I really like about the story of how Keenan knows how what being a bear is all about, and what being part of family is all about. And the other part I really love about the story is that I really love how he actually met Coda Bear, which we'll get into that character later. Which when I get into the characters, let me tell you about Coda Bear, which every time I look at Coda Bear, it brings me back so many memories. So any so anyways, and now let's talk about the animation. Now I know that the animation is actually outdated because this was at the time when Disney was doing hand drawn animation. Was the very first Disney 3D animated movie was the 2005 movie Chicken Little, which I know that a lot of people hate that movie nowadays, but my personal opinion, I think Chicken was a very underrated movie. Not like one of the best, not like one of Disney's best movies, but I thought it was actually like an underrated 6 out of 10 to 7 out of 10 movie. So and then the other thing that I really like about the animation is that the animation like in the background, which like with all the mountains and all that, even the village, even the forest was actually really kind of cool. And I think my most favorite part that I really loved about the animation was the part when in the scene when Kenai saw all these spirits, and then the bird actually lifted him up into the sky, which that was actually a beautiful, glorious animation right there. And now let's get into and
You messing with me?
sorry guys, my boss from work. Back on saying. So
Wait.
and
Wait. I got a question. Yes.
sorry guys, back on saying. So anyways, and then so let's get into the characters. We have Kenai played by the legendary actor Joaquin Phoenix, which I was actually really sorry about that noise in the background. Ignore that. Background scene. So anyways, the things that I really love about the characters, we have Kenai played by Joaquin Phoenix. Now this is honestly not a joke, you guys, is that I did not know that Joaquin Phoenix was in this movie until I actually rewatched this movie like so many years later. So yeah, and we also have these deer animals right there, which I forgot what the characters' names are, but however, I know that the legendary actor Rick Moranis actually played one of the deers in this movie. And I also like the goat characters when Kenai tell the ghost how to find the light that touches the earth. And I love how when the talks to Kenai, their voice echoes, and then the ghosts go like, "You shut up!" That part was so hilarious that I remember when I saw this movie in the theaters when I was little, I was actually laughing at that part. And another thing I really like about the characters is that I like Coda's friends, like the scene when they talked about what was their favorite part that they ever did this year and all that, which was actually really kind of cool. And also we also have Kenai's brother Shika, which Shika was actually a really great character, but he wasn't in the movie that much. He was only appeared like in a couple scenes because he basically died. And then the part when Kenai turn into the bear. Kenai's other brother, the one with the blue jacket, which I forgot what the character's name was, that basically he thought that the bear actually killed Kenai, which unfortunately throughout the entire movie he was trying to kill the bear, which unfortunately was Kenai the whole entire time. And then at the end of the movie, Kenai turned back into the bear. But anyway, guys, and now let's get into my favorite character of the entire movie. This character I actually fell in love so much that he's been a part of my life throughout almost my entire life. And my favorite character of the entire movie has to has to be has to be Coda Bear, which honestly, throughout all the characters, Coda Bear is my favorite character. He is so hilarious, and he's such a heartwarming character. Now, this is honestly not a joke, guys. I'm going to give you something that's really like a backstory to me, which my mom thought it was actually really very sweet, and she remembers this memory to this day. At the time,
As you were.
so any
As you were.
So, anyways, and as I was saying, and the thing that I really like about Coda Bear. Now, this is something that my mom actually remembered, which she remembers this memory to this day. When I saw this movie in theaters, when Coda Bear said the name's Coda, Coda, and I remember in the theater I was like, "Mom, they say my name. They're talking about me," which my mom actually kind of chuckled when I actually said that, and my mom will never ever forget that memory. Which I fell in love with this character so much that I actually have a Coda Bear plush. And heck, what a big coincidence! I still have that Coda plush to this day. Which I actually got that Coda Bear plush ever since after I saw the movie. Which if you're wondering where I got that plush from, I got it from Disneyland. I think I got that from Disneyland back like in 2004, I think 2005, or like a couple of years after this movie came out. And heck, I still have that plush to this day, you guys. Which every time I look at that plush, it always has a special place in my heart. Which Coda Bear is a really great character, and not only that, guys, and the thing that I did not know about the actor who played Coda Bear, he actually played Cooper in Angry Video Game Nerd the movie. Yep, that's right. The actor who played Cooper in Angry Video Game Nerd the movie is the same actor who voiced Coda Bear in this movie, which I did not even know about that. So yeah, at the end of the movie, you guys, K9 turned back into a human, and then Coda Bear was actually really worried that she's going to be alone, because unfortunately what happened was in the movie, Coda Bear actually mentioned what was his favorite part, what happened this year, about the hunter killing the bear, and basically what happened, what K9 didn't even realize is that the is that when K9 killed the bear, what he did not realize, it was actually Coda Bear's mother, which was actually really kind of sad. Which I remember when I saw this in the theaters, I kind of felt, I was actually a little sad, and I looked at my mom and I was like, "Mom, Dad, what's going to happen to Coda?" And then after that, at the end of the movie, K9 realized that Coda Bear was so worried that he's going to be like an alone bear, and then K9 said, "This bear needs me." So basically, he turned back into a bear, and he actually became Coda Bear's Coda Bear's like adopted brother or something like that. And at the end of the movie, K9 put his paw print on the rock, and as for K9's brother, the person who tried to kill him, he realized that it was him the whole time, and it was actually really shocking and surprising. And he said he was actually better as a bear. And ever since when people notice him, they decide not to kill bears, thanks to K9's Netflix, and they realized what the bear of love was. So all of that, you guys, Brother Bear is by out one of the most classic Disney movies I have ever seen. It's more than a film. This is my very first movie that I ever saw in the theaters, and this film will always have a special place in my big heart until the day I die. And since I actually rewatched the film, it's such a great film. Oh, I forgot to mention, guys, the songs in the movie. I love the part the songs in the movie, like did on my way, like the song On My Way. That song is such a classic song. Which and this isn't a joke, guys. I remember when I was so obsessed with this movie. I remember like every time when we like go to places, like when I go to school or me going to Disneyland or something like that, I always sing the song On My Way, and my brother and my mom and sing along. But as for my dad looked at me and he smiled at me, and he kind of chuckled. I was like, that was a good time. And as for the song, the family song, the part when Coda introduced K9 to his friends, that was a really great song. So all that, you guys, in conclusion, you guys, Brother Bear is by one of the most classic Disney movies I have ever seen. It's more than a movie. This is actually a movie that will always have a special place in my heart. So, anyway, guys, now let me give you guys the rating. And since this is actually the very first movie that I ever saw in theaters, it gets the highest rating that you ever seen in my Disney movies whatsoever. The story, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 because the story talks about family and all that, and it's such a heartwarming story. Animation, 100 out of 10 is because I'll say by the quality, even though the animation is outdated. Like if you watch the movie, it has glorious animation, great characters and all that. And as for the characters, 100 out of 10, and all the characters were especially great, especially Coda Bear. He's actually my favorite character ever since when I was a kid. So in total, you guys, the final rating for Brother Bear, aka the very first movie that I ever saw in theaters, it gets a 100 out of 10 with the seal of approval. And not only that this movie gets the seal of approval, you guys, this movie will get a trophy as one of the greatest, best movies that I ever saw in theaters as a toddler. Anyways, you guys, that's my review on Brother Bear. And before I go, I got something to say for my next review. On my way. Hey guys, this is Mighty Puss Fanboy here. Now I just ran into a little bit of a pickle, you guys. For some reason, you guys, I actually pulled out my next review from my animation hat. But you know what? I'm actually gonna let's see. I can try to get this review again, you guys. So basically, what happened was I was actually talking into the camera, and what happened was I forgot to hit the record button. Damn it! Oh, now that was kind of weird, guys. Guys, for the first time ever of me doing my vlogs and all that, I totally forgot to hit the record button. Damn. I'm really apologize, you guys. But anywho, you guys, I'm gonna say what I was trying to say, that I did not hit the record button. But anyways, guys, I want to say thank you guys so much for the past 6 years of me being a film critic, for me to review on the first animated movie that I ever saw in the theaters, and the very first movie that I ever saw in theaters, which was Brother Bear. I really love you guys. You guys support everything to me, you guys. So yeah. So anyway, and yes, this is my boss in the background.
Hey, what about me? What about me, dude?
And a big shout out to my
I
boss.
support you too, bro.
Anytime, man.
Yeah.
Fist bump?
Yeah. I get the movie critic playback experience first, y'all.
Thank you. And you know what's even crazy, Zach, is that I actually pulled my next review, but for some reason, for the first time ever of me being a vlogger for 6 years, I forgot to hit the record button.
What?
Yeah, stupid of me. That was dope. But anywho, you guys, but ever since the part when Coda Bear said Coda, it brings me back when I was a toddler. They thought that they were like saying my name, and my mom will never forget that memory. And I bet my dad was looking down at me while I was rewatching the film. Even when I went to go see Nightmare Before Christmas yesterday on my birthday, and before I film my next review from my review hat, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the birthday messages on Instagram and this channel. Thank you guys. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna pull out a movie from the animation hat, and hopefully I will try to get the same review, you guys. Just give me a sec. I'm just organizing my things. Okay, yeah. All right. So anyway, guys, I'm going to try to get the same review from the animation app, because what happened was I actually pulled a review from my review hat, but for some reason, guys, I forgot to hit the record button. Damn. So, but anyway, guys. So if you like me to suggest if you want to suggest any movie reviews or rants, all you have to do is comment down below on my recent video, and I'll write the name of the the movie that you want me to review or rant on, if it's like a movie, a TV show, a special, or whatever. So, and this is actually Halloween movie month, so let's do this. Wow, 5 requests. Thank you guys. 5 requests. Thank you.
Can I pick?
Okay.
No.
All right. There we go. I got it. All right.
I didn't pick. You cheated.
Huh?
I didn't pick. You cheated.
No, I have to pick. But don't worry. Maybe you'll pick.
I get a pick, dude.
How about this? Maybe you'll pick the next review.
Got it.
Okay. Like my boss said. Like you said, you guys. My boss is going to pick the next review. So stay tuned for that, guys. Okay. The next review shall be. Here we go. Oh, amazing! I remember used to see this movie when I was 6 years old. Oh man, we're gonna be for a monster treat, you guys. So my next review that I'm gonna do a review on, I think this movie is directed by Robert Zemeckis or Steven Spielberg. I think Steven Spielberg was the producer or the director. I honestly don't know. But I want to give you guys a hint. It's another animated movie that I remember seeing the movie in the theaters back when I was a kid, guys. Because hold on, give me a sec. I need to thank you guys. What's going on? Oh yeah, I remember the hint. Is that buckle your seatbelts, everyone. We're going on a mission with two boys and a girl to take down something that's seriously super scary, like a haunted house that lives right across the street from their normal house.